Hi guys, today I want to talk about Bran Stark, the fourth child and the second son of Eddard and Catelyn Stark. When the show started, Bran was only a 10-year-old boy whose favorite hobby was climbing the walls and ramparts of Winterfell. But now he's the new three-eyed raven. He's a warg and a greenseer. He time travels and is also capable of influencing past events.
Father!
George combined several elements to create Bran's character. The raven symbol, the circle, the eye of medicine man, along with Native American legends. George did not give much of the wolf sign to Bran. Maybe that's why Bran looks more of a Tully than a Stark. In the book, Bran has his mother's coloring, with thick auburn hair and deep blue eyes. The first element that is associated with Bran is the raven. The raven is not just an animal symbol. The raven is one of power animals. Power animals are believed by Native Americans to be a supernatural power that empowers a person with the powerful traits and characteristics of the animal. Power animals are regarded as guides. They usually appear in dreams in the form of an animal and teach, guide, and protect as they walk through different stages of life with a person. Power animals are sometimes referred to as tutelary spirits, like guardian angel. Power animals can come and go unexpectedly, especially after a few years. And this definition of power animals has been introduced through Bloodraven's character. Bloodraven appears to Bran in dreams in a form of raven and tells Bran it can teach him to fly. Bran realizes it has 3 eyes, with a third eye full of terrible knowledge. Eventually, Three-Eyed Raven guides Bran out of coma. Bloodraven trains Bran in the magic of green sight in the cave where he gets executed by the Night King. He turns to dust and disappears in a vision. Like power animal, he's come and gone. Now, as a power animal, the raven represents knowledge, creation, and bringer of the light. For some Native American tribes, the raven is associated with creation myth. They believe the raven escaped from the darkness of the cosmos and became the bringer of light to the world. For other tribes, ravens are considered a trickster or shapeshifter. I think warg as the Song of Ice and Fire version of shapeshifter, and the first meaning of the raven reminds me of the raven that appears in Bran's dream, whose third eye is full of terrible knowledge. And the second one almost sounds like Bran's story. In an interview, George mentioned that Bran was the hardest character to write because he's the youngest POV character. George had to see through a 10-year-old boy's eyes and think about what sentence structures 10-year-old could come up with and that sort of thing. Further on, he said, not being able to walk poses passivity on Bran, but that passivity will eventually be overcome. So I see the connection between the raven escaping darkness and bringing light, with Bran overcoming his passivity and learning to be content. Although the raven itself is a powerful symbol as a power animal, seeing the raven in a dream is another story. Dreaming of a raven symbolizes betrayal, disharmony, and misfortune. Bran had Raven Dream, and Theon Greyjoy betrays Stark family, and how misfortunate for Bran, he lost everyone along the way, including his parents, his brothers, his mentor, his direwolf, and Hodor. The next element is the eye of a medicine man. It is a very powerful symbol. A medicine man was believed to have magical powers of seeing into the future, so having the symbol is critical in becoming ultimate time travelers like Bloodraven and Bran, because the eye is like a portal to the future. I found there's something interesting about this symbol, but I want to save it for my next video. For now, let's just say the eye of the medicine man is an important symbol for time traveling. The third element is the circle. There are a few other circles, and this particular one represents summer and air. It is modeled by the bed and first shown in the cave scene in Season 7. And I told you this figure is Bran in one of my videos. Bran was born at the height of summer. Old men called Bran Sweet Summer Child. Bran's direwolf is summer, and he has this summer air symbol. Summer is opposite of winter, so it is for certain Bran has a big role to play in the wars to come. Now, before I tell you the legend that might have inspired George to come up with Bran's storyline, I want to talk about the first bits of the pilot episode of Game of Thrones. In the pilot episode, Ned is informed that Will, a deserter of Night's Watch, has been captured. The law decrees that Will is an oathbreaker and must be executed. Ned wants to take his sons to witness the execution, but Catelyn strongly questions Ned's decision to take Bran, who is only 10 years old. Ned, who considers Bran is old enough to see some of the uglier sides of life, tells Catelyn that Bran will not be a boy forever.
He won't be a boy forever.
Young Bran witnesses execution for the first time without flinching. Now, here's today's Native American story. The Boy Who Became a Robin. Once upon a time, there was an old man who had an only son whose name was O-Pee-Chee. The boy came to an age to fast to receive his guardian spirit. The old man was very proud of his son and wanted him to fast longer than any other lads, so he built a lodge for his son to fast and placed a mat in it. He commanded the boy to lie down on the mat and said, "My son, endure hunger like a man, and at the end of 12 days, you shall receive food and a blessing from my hands." The boy did everything his father told him to do and lay down on the mat quietly with his face covered, awaiting the arrival of his guardian spirit who was to bring good or bad dreams. The father visited him every day, and the boy did not show any discontent until the 9th day when he said, "My father, the dreams tell me of evil. May I break my fast now and at a better time make a new one?" "My son," replied the old man, "if you get up now, all your glory will depart. Wait patiently a little longer. You have but 3 days more to fast. Then glory and honor will be yours." The boy said nothing more, but he lay until the 11th day when he spoke again. He said, "My father, the dreams forebode evil. May I break my fast now and at a better time make a new one?" "My son," replied the old man again, "wait patiently a little longer. You have but 1 more day to fast. Tomorrow I will prepare a meal and bring it to you." The boy remained silent beneath his covering. Early the next morning his father prepared some food and took it to the lodge for his son. But coming to the door of the lodge, he heard the boy talking to someone. He lifted the curtain before the doorway and saw his son painting his breast with vermilion. The boy was talking to himself. "My father has destroyed my fortune as a man. He will not listen to my request. I shall be happy forever because I was obedient to my parents, but he will suffer. My guardian spirit has given me a new form, and now I must go." At this his father rushed into the lodge crying, my son, I pray you leave me not." But the boy, with the quickness of a bird, flew to the top of the lodge and was instantly changed into a most beautiful robin redbreast. He looked down on his father and said, "Do not sorrow, my father. I am no longer your boy, but O-Pee-Chee the robin. I shall always be a friend to men and live near them. I shall ever be happy and content. Every day I will sing you songs of joy. The mountains and fields yield me food. My pathway is in the bright air." Then O-Pee-Chee the robin stretched himself, delighting in his new wings, and caroling his sweetest song, he flew away to the nearby trees. Okay, that was the story of the boy who became a robin. Let's compare him with the boy who became a raven. O-Pee-Chee is the only son of the old man, and as far as we know, Bran is the only surviving son of Ned Stark. Instead of Vision Quest, I think George made Stark boys watch kings dispense justice at a certain age, and instead of longer fasting, it seems Bran has to witness execution at much earlier age than other boys. Catelyn did not see it appropriate, but as O-Pee-Chee endures the whole 12-day fasting, Bran watches the execution all the way through without looking away. And vermilion on O-Pee-Chee's breast. Well, Bran should have been ginger like his mother cats and sister Sansa. Anyway, after fasting, O-Pee-Chee says he will be happy because he was obedient and his father will suffer. Well, Bran's father, Ned Stark, was beheaded at the end of Season 1. And like George said, Bran might learn to overcome his passivity and be content with who he is now, the new Three-Eyed Raven. But my question is, will Bran actually be happy as Three-Eyed Raven? Blood Raven talks about the downside of being Three-Eyed Raven. He tells Bran that he has his own ghosts, a brother that he loved, a brother that he hated, a woman he desired. Through the trees, he sees them still. I don't think being the Three-Eyed Raven is that exciting thing at all. Seeing into the future might be fun at times, but reliving the past might be horrible. Well, that of course depends on what kind of past that is revisited. But, like, what if Bran has to see his parents die over and over? What if he has to see Hodor die again and again? If that's what it's like to be Three-Eyed Raven, his life could be all nightmarish. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Bran will eventually be content with who he is and what he is? And how do you think will Bran fight against the Undead Army with his given power? Do you think he'll survive? Please let me know what you think about this in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be back for more. Thanks for watching. Bye!